Hi everyone. Today I'm talking about a book that's been both celebrated and controversial, The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. It's a story woven from memories, politics, family secrets, and above all, the small details that shape who we become. No major spoilers in this video, but I will talk about themes, beautiful lines, and why this novel is unforgettable. Let's dive in. Arundhati Roy published The God of Small Things in 1997. It won the Booker Prize the same year. Roy grew up in Kerala, and you feel that lived in authenticity in her descriptions of places, food, and language. Interestingly, Roy didn't publish another novel for 20 years. This was a debut, and what a debut it was. It's a politically charged book reflecting the social tensions in India, caste issues, and communist movements, all told through a personal family story. At the heart of the novel are twins Essa and Rahel. The narrative jumps between their childhood in the 1960s and their adult lives decades later. Their family lives in Ayamanam, Kerala, a lush tropical setting that almost becomes its own character. Their mother Ammu is a central figure, as is Veluta, a man from a lower caste whose present changes everything for the family. Roy weaves the story non-linearly, revealing bits and pieces, creating a kind of puzzle the reader slowly solves. But even without spoilers, it's safe to say it's about forbidden love, societal rules, childhood trauma, and how small things, moments, words, gestures shape entire lives. One of the most striking things about Roy's writing is her style. She uses poetic language and metaphors that feel almost magical. For example, look at this line. The air was full of thoughts and things to say, but at times like this, only the small things are ever said. Big things lurk unsaid inside. It's a perfect metaphor for how silence holds more weight than words in this family. Another metaphor I quote: edges, borders, boundaries, brings, and limits have appeared like a team of trolls on their separate horizons. Unquote. She even uses childlike repetition for rhythm like a viable diable age. The writing blends Malayalam words into English, giving it a rich cultural flavor. Themes in this novel are intense and often dark. Caste and societal hierarchies. Veluta is an untouchable, and his relationship with the family is at the heart of the conflict. Discusses love laws, the laws that lay down who should be loved and how much. The novel setting is lush and vivid. The description of Kerala's heat, rain, rivers, and spice scents is immersive. The book describes monsoon rains beautifully. It was a sky blue day in December. The grass was wet, the trees were dressed in new leaves. The air smelled of damp earth and growing grass. There is a sensory richness everywhere: smell, taste, color. Roy's writing makes you feel like you are standing in Ayamanam, sweating in the heat, or soaked in rain. Even the factory the family owns, the Paradise Pickles and Preserves, is described with such tactical detail. I think what makes the God of Small Things so powerful is that it's not just about big tragedies, it's about how the smallest events can have lifelong consequences. It's about silences, looks, gestures. It's a deeply political book, but it's also intense personal. For example, it talks about the smell of damp earth triggering memory. The smell of the river would remind them of things they wanted to forget. I feel like every reading of this book reveals something new. So, should you read the book of God of Small Things? Absolutely, but be prepared for heavy themes. It's it's poetic and political and painful human. If you have read it, drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep reading, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes it's the small things that makes the biggest difference. See you next time.